Hi everyone. I had to redo this video because I realized some things that I needed to add and change. So I'm redoing it from what I did last night. I will get it posted today. So this is Summer Moon Utah Wells. June 18th, 2021 was when I did this reading just before midnight. Things can be past, present, or future, symbolic, or have multiple meanings. I do have interconnects, so not everything may fit this case, as I do get future info in cases, but my readings have been more focused. Everyone is innocent until proven guilty, and I am no way trying to point fingers. This is for entertainment purposes only, and is only psychic medium impressions. I do feel like Andrea and her first readings, as well as Gypsy's, which I'm going to release today, that reading interconnect here. I'll explain in a little bit. But also, what's so strange is in Suzanne, I got Summer and Utah, and when I was trying to get ready to do Terry Ackerman, which I haven't yet, but I was seeing Well. I just realized the last name being Wells is kind of weird symbology. So it could be that my future info was coming in, as often does. I got really hot and nauseated during this reading, and it was like info just quit flowing, but I'll give you what I got. So I just kept seeing trees and flowing water. It's either a large creek or river. And I do have to mention, for some reason, I've been drawn to Simpson Road because I did get that in Gannon. It fits that other case too, and Gannon was by Simpson something. So I am pulled to that road for some reason. Plus, it came in prior as an interconnect, and also the house doesn't seem very far from Simpson. So I mean, I don't really know why I'm being drawn to that, but it has come in before. It could be because, you know, the house is by there. So trying to get more into what happened, Spirit told me the other day that the night before, like, I don't know, that timing seems off. Like, they were making me feel she either went missing, like, the night before or longer before she was missing. I feel like it's dark. I kept seeing darkness. So there's a reference to one of the siblings, I think the oldest, that knows what happened, and he's afraid to speak. I feel there's mental issues and temper issues with the mom at times, whether it be bipolar or that type of thing. I feel manic episodes. I don't feel this being on purpose, really. I don't know, as much as I try to see someone else involved, I just don't. I don't get any info on random stranger or an abduction, which usually, if it is a random stranger or an abduction, they will show me someone, or they will say abduction. Or, like in Kenneth, I was right on that. I said he was alive. I said he wandered off. I said where he would be, when he was going to be found, all that stuff. And I saw him wandering off and everything. I knew that he wasn't taken or anything like that, and that ended up being right. So they actually reference Boswell case, which I do mention in here, as a reference to a case that I worked on that's similar. They do that to me sometimes, instead of referencing Kenneth's case, you know what I mean? So if she would have run off, I feel like they would have referenced Kenneth's case. But she didn't. So anyways, no matter how hard I try to see, no one and nothing that points to that in what Spirit is giving, like an abduction or a stranger. There's a mention, I don't know, I get a reference to her head. Like I fell and hit something, and the grab of an arm, like someone grabbed, I see like a hand grab an arm. So whether she was grabbed and then pushed back, I kept seeing that, and her head was hit on something. And there is a reference to the stairs for some reason, so I don't know if they had any. And she says, I did not wander off, I knew better, and I got the chills with that. Although as I'm typing this, I feel times maybe she did want to leave or run away because of how things were. There's a reference again to either a large creek or river, lots of trees, and then I get some sort of outbuilding that is, I don't know if it's near her or there's a reference to one for some reason. They once again reference Boswell case, say it's similar. I don't think something was really done on purpose, but when it was oops, now we can't get caught with what happened sort of thing, because they'll take my kids, they'll blame us, they'll say we did it on purpose, that kind of thing. Because I hear arguing between a man and a woman, and over the situation and what to do. And like after it happened, I see this look on Mom's face, like, oh my God, shit, you know. They reference the mom being really eccentric and sort of weird, and I don't know, I think the oldest boy, there's something he saw or knows, but he's afraid to speak. I don't know if he's the one in the interview, but she shows me with him, his head down, and I'm getting head pain above my right eye. Like, when I say his head was down, like he's down, like in shame kind of thing. But anyways, I was getting head head pain above my right eye. I'm feeling a bit nauseous and out of sorts, like almost maybe a high feeling. So I don't know if drugs or just meds. But that's coming in as I type. Reference to a trash bag and placed in the trunk, starting to feel like she was never outside. I think this happened earlier than is being said, and I get a reference to stories and lies, and they had time to cover it up. I feel like she's saying to me she never was outside. So I don't know if that was a sighting or anyone else, but she's saying she wasn't outside, or she didn't go outside. She's showing me that she's dirty, though, and I can feel and sense water very close by. I don't think I'm in water. I don't feel wet or that I'm in it. I just feel it, moving, raging, and the presence of it, the dampness of it. And there's a reference to heavy woods, a large log, and I don't know if leaves and whatnot fall on the ground, but not a clear ground floor. And I don't think she's in the area because I think that they knew they would search so many miles out. I feel like this little girl had a lot of energy, could be very funny at times and goofy, and a very vibrant thing about her, full of life, and could be tough to handle at times. Very strong-willed, but sweet and good-natured. And I don't know, I get a reference to dolls or something like that with her, and liked TV. And as I'm typing, I also see My Little Ponies, so I don't know if that's relevant or not. Because I feel like I'm being placed in a bag and put in a trunk. I hear the trunk close, and I can hear the engine turn on. Sadly, I don't think she's close to where they're looking. I also, last night, got a tree standing alone, and I heard it stands alone and saw a tree. So, I'm getting the same kind of thing now, and I don't know if there's a clearing and a single tree. I do feel the dirt is earthy, soft, and I feel like it's covered with leaves, twigs, and things like that. I hear she's telling me by the river, so I don't know how far that is, but I feel like it's nighttime when I'm driven, and I'm also here I also hear back roads, so I don't know if there is any. It's either a large creek or a river because I keep feeling like fast flowing water. I would like to say it's possibly a large creek, but really the way I see it moving, it's a river, and it's long, and there's a reference to an overpass, and I don't know if there's graffiti on it or there's graffiti close by, but if there's anything like that in the area. I also hear the words riverbanks or banks of the river for some reason. Feel desolate where she is. I can hear birds galore, and I don't know if it's symbolic. Sometimes things are symbolic, so I feel like the way outside search area and far from home, like 20 to 30 minutes came in right now as I was typing. I do not see her wandering off. I don't see her close to home. She is assuring me she didn't wander off, and I don't feel any type of stranger around here. This is a case of things gone terribly wrong. She's showing me some sort of wooden stick with a flag, like it's like a wooden stake, the thicker ones, they put like a red flag on it. Now I don't know if that's symbolic or not, but I don't know if it's to mark an area or they're just showing me like there's red flags in the case. I always second guess when it comes to that a mom could have done it, but I know it happens more than we like. Then the part of me hoping that I'm wrong and she's alive, but like I was saying, I was right with Kenneth when he wandered off and where he was, and he was alive, and not getting anything like that here. And also feel like there's some sort of sign right before this river, and where you would turn off into some type of dirt road, that's it before the river. So I don't know if there are any trails around there in that way, but she feels she's covered really well, and the log is prevalent. I'm starting to get nauseous and hot, and I don't know if I'm going towards a river. I believe could be the right, but sometimes things are mirrored. So I don't know if there's any nature preserve around there, but I hear a nature preserve. There's a reference to train tracks around the area or by or past something. It feels like maybe in the distance or in the area. It feels like if you kept going past the river, not long, you would hit a town or city, but she's outskirt, like if you cross the bridge is what I'm trying to say. But she's outskirts, like she's not in like this specific town, I don't think. But it feels like it's very forestry. I kept getting a P, I don't know why, and then the info stopped. She kept mentioning the color red. I know the picture I used, she was in red, so I don't know why that's coming up though, but I don't know where 54 comes in or if it fits here, or 33, but I'll just say it. It could fit another case, so I'm gonna say it now. I do feel really out of sorts and super nauseated, and I think some of actually the numbers in this area could fit the numbers that have come in other cases. I see a lot of things that have come in other cases in this area. After the video I made, I had to wait today to post it, and I decided to look at the map. The area I found that seems to match is the North Fork Holton River. What's interesting is that I actually got Fork River in Gypsy, which I'm releasing today. So it seems an interconnect, and that may be one reason why I'm releasing her video, or had the inkling to release it. Also, Moon and Stars came in Gypsy, and there's a planetarium there as well. What's interesting is that there's also a nature preserve. It's got train tracks, and overpass crosses the river that turns into town. It's approximately 27 minutes away, and I had gotten 20 to 30 minutes. Seems to be some interconnects from Andrea's first readings and Gypsy's readings in this area. It's the only place I could find that makes sense. It matches the reading. I lost my pendulum, so I can't go off that right now. I was just looking for a river, and there's a lot that matches. Has everything like I said. There's also a pond lake in the area like I saw when I was typing. I would suggest this area be combed since I don't have pendulum and I can't pinpoint more. But that's the only area. I mean, it seems to have everything that I just talked about in the description, because a lot of times Spirit will relay things through description. It's really hard to get names and things like that. I never realized before. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. When it comes to kids, I notice I don't get a lot of names. It's more description. And, sometimes every spirit speaks kind of differently. So, I know there are people in the area. Maybe you know where I'm talking about. And, yeah, hopefully we can find her, and this whole mess, everything can be brought to light, I hope. So, thoughts and prayers are with everybody that is looking for Summer, worried about Summer. This case has seemed to blow up really fast. And it does remind me of some of the other cases I worked in the past. They're going over them now where there's family involved. So, anyways, that's it for this time. If I get more, I will definitely post it. Thank you. Oh, links are below if you want to donate. Check out some of the t-shirts or whatever. Everything's below. Talk to you guys later.